The video that y'all created for me, I'm like, wow, that's masterful. And the fact that you all could piece something together so quickly for us that I felt really encapsulated what we were trying to get across so quickly was great. And you all made it so easy this has been a very easy process, and the communication has been very open and super, super easy. I thought it was really great. I mean, the biggest one for me is just probably not in the order in which I wrote it, but not making me feel stupid for not knowing what I don't know, right? I think that's huge. And just feeling, collaborative in the sense of hey, here's kind of what we noticed. Here's what you can do. Here's what you can't do. And what I like is I don't think you guys have given us any feedback that I wouldn't be able to action against. My concern and issues is more downstream with the agency of okay, I need you to do this. Now we're on week 2. Where's my stuff? Let's change these buttons. Let's get things going. But I feel like the communication was very open, very good dialogue. Y'all made me feel like I was a part of the process, and just, that this was doable, and I love the fact that you guys didn't sell me on to your point, 1,000 different things. Hey, Tanya, this website could go from good to super great, but you're going to need 10 different things that you have to now buy in order to do that. So I just appreciated that it was actionable feedback, which I think is so important for a lot of small business owners. So that's kind of my experience. And I think it's been great that we've been able to have these connections and touch points, and the quickness at which everybody was able to kind of move to give me their feedback and just to set up next steps was great.
Right. And if you were to quantify or describe results, were they what you expected, better or worse?
Yeah, what I expected. Yeah. I mean, I think you guys did a really great job of setting up hey, here's the audit. Here are the things that we're going to be looking at. And we're just going to go through it and do what we need to do. And I feel like you guys delivered on that. And then some things, even like I said, even in our conversations, just being able to learn and gain some insights, leveraging your experience in the area has been really helpful.
Nice. And now you went through it, and now you're on the other side. Can you walk me through kind of your feelings between what was it like before and after?
I think a lot of it just goes with, you don't know what you don't know. And so, as a business owner, looking at your metrics, looking at the data, there's opportunity, but you're trying to figure out where do I focus my time and what improvements do I make?
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of where I was before of and this is not the right quantity, but oh my gosh, there's a million things we should be doing differently. But where am I going to get the greatest impact for my business? And so that's kind of where I was. And I think going through the audit process and having conversations with you all got me to a place where I'm okay, I feel much more confident now that the changes and the steps that we're going to make are going to positively impact not only our business, but then just the customer journey on our website. And just being able to get us to a point where people are spending more time on the site, that they're willing to look at the shop pages, and then, continuing to optimize the checkout process so that we're not a brand where people are okay, it's time to reorder shampoo. I got to go to this website that's going to take me 10 minutes to check out. So that's where I feel like I'm at now, where I can say hey, I think we have line of sight to fixing some things that we need to improve on. And I think all of that is going to benefit us in the long run. So I feel really good about kind of that journey of where we were to where I am today.
Very nice. And we also did not just the website, but also a lot of creative execution for you guys. Can you tell me about what you were expecting before, during, and after, and how that went for you, how it worked out?
Yeah. So to be honest with you, that was the piece where I didn't know, right? I think everybody has a very different creative process experience just based on working with a variety of either agency partners or maybe contractors, Fiverr people, Upworks. I just didn't know. So I was really excited when I turned over the assets and just said, okay, here is, the brand criteria for us. This is kind of what the brand look and feel is, but here are my assets, go have at it. And so I was really excited. The video that y'all created for me, I'm wow, that's masterful. I will tell you, the original video that is up on my website today took 13 different revisions with the same videographer that put it together. And the fact that you all could piece something together so quickly for us that I felt really encapsulated what we were trying to get across so quickly was great. I like the variety of the different assets that we have. I think my only thing is like some guidance on where I would use this versus this asset is really the only feedback, right? But I'm excited to see where else we can go with this. The feedback and the revisions were handled really quickly. The process was easy. I appreciated the video, which educated me on how to leave feedback on the content that they were creating for me. And so I felt like I had all the tools that I needed to get in there and kind of think through like, okay, this is different. Like, what do I like about it? What do I not? Can we change some things out? And I would say for, a team that I have not had a chance to sit down and say, let's brief and let's talk about the brand and let's take you through the story and the evolution and all of that. I was actually very pleasantly surprised with just how quickly they were able to turn over assets that looked like it could seamlessly fit into the stuff that we've already been doing.
Nice. Well, good. That's the goal.
And you all made it so easy this has been a very easy process, and the communication has been very open and super, super easy. And, I think that's huge, right? Like, set it up from, the start to kind of be able to hand things over to you and your team, and then y'all do what you do and then come back is really great. There may be other business owners that need more hand-holding and want to talk every single day. I don't know. But for me, just knowing that I have other things that I have to focus on, it's reassuring when I bring in some consultants to help me with the project that I can trust you all to do what you need to do and then come back to me with actionable feedback. So to me, that's very valuable.
Love it. Thank you. And if you think of any other things that we love getting better and improving, feel free to send them over. But we're also very grateful for your feedback and the kind words. Thank you.